Divalution, a show to empower, enlighten, and entertain divas and those that love us. Here's your host, Deb St.Hilaire.
Oh, we didn't clean glasses. We didn't even open the wine. Wow. I'll tell you, when it's light out like this, I lose track of time. I'm not used to it yet. You know, it's not our headphones. It's this button.
It's your button.
It is my button. Sure. Yep. Need a new soundboard one of these days. So, but we don't want to talk about that.
Right.
We want to talk about good, fun things.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I looked up what today was, and it wasn't anything relevant. And Misty is not in the chat room, but I'll open up the phone lines here in a minute so that you can call in. That number is 989-402-5414. And tomorrow is Sandy D's birthday.
Ooh, happy birthday, Sandy.
I can't hear you.
I know. I wonder.
There, just.
Maybe that'll.
Oh, that's so much better.
There
yes, there you are. She sounded so far away.
I was.
So, you know, we have a guest and a sponsor spotlight in the same person tonight.
Yes, we do.
So you are
rather special.
Kimberly. You have a show and a coaching business, and we're going to talk about that in a little while. And then we're going to have your coaching business be the sponsor spotlight this evening.
Perfect.
Good. So her name is Kimberly, and we're going to talk about her in just a minute. Did you happen to listen to the show last week?
I did not get a chance to.
It was really good. She is a relationship coach, but she also is just like a motivational coach. And one of the things, she said a lot of stuff that I wrote down, but one of the things that I really loved that she said that I wanted to reiterate today is to overcome fear. And her acronym for fear is false evidence appearing real.
Wow.
Isn't that good?
That is amazing.
Yes.
I always analyze, the different ways that can be taken, and that's
you can use that in your coaching business,
in
can't
so
you?
many. Oh, definitely.
I'm going to incorporate it in mine. Sorry, Moira, we're stealing from.
We're stealing. She'll like it.
Yes.
That'll be okay.
Really, that's the biggest compliment, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
And she's going to be on again in July.
Perfect.
So that's good. And we're going to talk. I forget what we're going to talk about, but I like having her on. She's very good. So tonight we're going to be talking about attitude.
Love it.
Yep, and you have a good attitude.
I do.
You're a good person to talk about attitude
Thank
with.
you.
Plus, you're a coach, which helps as well. Mm-hmm. And since it's the Wednesday or Tuesday before Mother's Day, we're going to talk about moms, too.
I love that.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. Now we're going to talk about you.
Me. Ooh.
You. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I am a former, shall we say, student, medical person, worked EMS for years, that kind of stuff, turned health coach. I had my whole entire life changed a year ago when I got sick.
Just over a year ago.
Yeah, actually 2 days ago was the 1 year anniversary of my first surgery. So that was a tough one. But throughout the illness that I had, it ended up being lymph nodes that I had went bad. I had surgery, and one thing after another left me with a condition called lymphedema, and kind of changed everything about my entire life. I was not a healthy person whatsoever. I had started running just out of some weird obsession that I had to run, but it wasn't like I had gone all healthy and that kind of thing. I was still awful eater, Mountain Dew, cheeseburgers, you name anything imaginable. I was absolutely the epitome of unhealthy. And then when all of this happened, my focus, just as a survival, had to change. I had to learn to be healthier. I had to learn to, there's the cling. I had to learn how to take care of myself. And in the process, kind of decided that it was in my journey, my own journey, that I needed to help others, and I needed to influence their lives and what I had learned, and that brought me to my health coaching practice. And I currently see clients at home. I work see clients in the office. I work a lot from home, and coach them into better health and how to get, change their eating habits, their exercise, and basically overall health and wellness that's in their life, because there's a lot that goes into overall wellness. Yeah.
Yes, there is. Hey, I posted on Facebook today a lecture by Dr. Andrew Weil. Did you happen to see it?
I did not.
Doggone it. I wish I would have tagged you in it.
Is your personal page?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I may have put it on my coaching page as well.
Oh, maybe.
It was, okay. He talks about, it's from 2013. It's a little older, but it's his things. It's about the anti-inflammatory diet that I was telling you.
Oh, yes.
And how, the old food pyramid, his pyramid is different. And I have copies of that at home.
Very good.
Yeah, I should bring all my stuff in and
maybe bring one in. There is a brand new food pyramid and
that the FDA put out.
I'm not. Sort of. I'm not really even sure that we should discuss that because it gets me really worked up.
Okay, let's not.
But yes,
we'll save that for another show.
There's a different food pyramid, and please do the research, because the ones from way back when, there was a lot of reasons that they made them the way they did. Yes, and the meat and dairy got in there for the industry to make more money.
Yep.
And when the FDA said, no, people don't need this much, they were like, okay, well, we're not funding this, we're not doing that. And they were proposed to lose a lot of money. So really, in all reality,
God, that makes me so mad.
It does me too. And in all reality, we don't need that much.
Right.
We don't, and
we have way too much protein, and it is water soluble. But one of the things, and then I'm going to change the subject. One of the things that he said was how most of the bad things that, like they said, eggs were bad. They said not to eat butter, to eat margarine with all those chemicals and additives and yucky stuff. And he was saying how bad all those things are. And vegetable oils, how you should be using coconut or olive oil. And all the things that they said were bad were the doctors that were saying them were bad for you. And they're not.
No.
So we have to have a show just on that, because I think that's really powerful.
Yes, because and as much as it sounds conspiracy theory-ish, and I don't want to really go there, but you think about if we all went back to original times, what would the doctors do without the business? Look at the industry, the medical industry, and I think that they don't give you the offer the healthy choices, like, hey,
that's the thing that makes me mad.
Yes.
Right there. All they do is give you medicines that mask symptoms, and then they give you another medication to mask the symptom that the original medication is. And how many medications were you on?
I was on 8 at one time.
And now how many are you on?
Absolutely
And
none.
how do you feel?
Fantastic.
Wow, isn't that something?
Yep.
And you're eating right.
Yes, I am. And, for me, it's a challenge because I cannot have gluten. I can't, have processed foods, anything like that, because it increases lymph fluid, and it'll affect my leg. I have Crohn's disease, so the gluten will have a problem with that. But yet I need sodium to keep my heart rate up. So it's kind of a weird little balance.
But you've played with it yourself. No doctor told you what to do.
No, actually a doctor told me the solution to everything going on with me: do not eat food, eat drink Ensure.
And you'd waste away into nothing.
And I did.
I saw how horrible you were looking there for a while.
I ended up at about, I think my lowest was 114.
And how tall are you?
5'9".
See?
Yep. And
at my size, 114 is okay. At your height, it's not.
My normal would be, 140, 150, depending on muscle, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. So for me, I had dropped 40 pounds in a year. Yes. I don't mean this to offend you in any way, but it was horrible seeing you because you looked like a shadow of your former self. Yes.
And I know it was hard on all your friends because we all love you so much. But now it's wonderful to see you like this. And you've pretty much taken the bull by the horn. And it was your attitude. It was you didn't sit there and wait for somebody to tell you what to do next or...
I did. I did for a while, and I listened to doctors for about 15 weeks. And finally, I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this anymore. I am going to figure out what to do. I am going to figure out how to do this. No one ever told me, like, you can't go outside in the sun. You cannot eat processed foods. You cannot eat, all these different things. And it was just, hang out. You'll be fine.
That's something.
And I was just like in excruciating pain. Lymphedema is very, very painful. And I just had to be like, no, there's got to be something better than this. And that was my attitude the whole time. I have to figure out how to take care of this, and I have to figure out what to do. And that whole time I was like, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. It's going to get...
And the day that you went to the clinic and they told you that it was not going to get better, that you just had to learn, that was sad. You came here afterwards and...
I was just crushed.
But you very much, and this is what attitude makes such a big difference, because you didn't just listen to them blindly. You did your research. And so the whole moral of that story is, and I'm not saying bad things about doctors.
No, there's many wonderful doctors. And,
actually, I am.
Through... Yeah, they're one, like my cardiologist. See, love the man.
So and it's just like anything else. There's good lawyers, there's bad lawyers, there's good radio personalities, there's bad
exactly. And I can't really say after a lot of research, I can't really say it ends up being good or bad, because in one area that doctor may have been very good at something.
Right.
The issue lies in the fact that nobody knows enough about lymphedema. And that is where they had no idea what to do with me. They're like, oh, geez, I don't know, put your leg up. Really? And in the meantime, me, Miss Skinny Chick, is mowing on Doritos and Mountain Dew and cheeseburger. You know what I mean?
That's not helping it at all.
Not knowing that would make it worse. So I think and that's why it's so important to me to educate people on various issues, because, and there's more people with lymphedema than cystic fibrosis, Alzheimer's, all of them combined.
Since I met you, since I found out about lymphedema, I know like another lady that was supposed to be with us tonight. Her name is Kat, and she had chemo. The day before yesterday, so I didn't even call her because I know she gets sick the week that she has it. So we'll have her on again, but she has it.
Yes.
And I saw you posted a picture, that bride today.
Yes.
Has it, and her leg looks just like yours.
I know. And I have to say I saw that, and with the summertime coming up, it was so inspiring to me, because I was like, last summer I literally just like hibernated in my house because I was so, and you do look different. You do get the looks from people. And I never ever wore a pair of shorts last year. Because you have to wear compression and stuff like that. I was like, you know what? I just got my open toe compression. If that girl can walk out with some shorts on, I will be rocking it this year. And I hope, maybe I'll just write on it.
And your toes look really good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you. So
she may have a big leg, but she has nice toes.
Thank you.
That's right.
Exactly.
Deb said pedicures are worth everything.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it was very inspiring to me, and it's important to see people like that. And that, look at her attitude.
Right.
This poor lady literally went on her honeymoon.
Right.
And got some kind of infection and caused her to have lymphedema. And I was just like, how does that happen?
So you just never know.
you just never know. Sometimes you're born with it. Sometimes, and that can happen with any disease. That can happen with any condition. So
it's just a lot more prevalent than I ever thought it was.
Yeah.
And the friend and I really want you to meet her because she's just a super person. She was